Hey everybody, this is Eli Freestone, and you're watching my informative industry presentation for Public Speaking Online, term 1501. Today I'm going to be talking about the wearable technology industry, such as smartwatches and fitness trackers, and why I think it may be the next big thing. So let's go ahead and get started. Smartphones have a tendency to interrupt our daily lives whenever they go off, and this distraction isn't always convenient or welcome for that matter. Some of these notifications require our immediate attention, while others simply don't, and they could have just been ignored. The problem is we don't necessarily know which is which unless we actually pull our devices out of our pockets. On top of that, it's also very difficult to just ignore it because it could very well be something important. So even if we don't necessarily have the time to, we still have the habit of pulling the device out to check, and in turn waste a lot of time. What if there was a fast and easy way to see if that notification is worth stopping what you're doing for? I think this is really this type of situation where wearable technology comes into play and why it may be the next big thing. The wearable technology market is growing and developing at an astonishing rate, and I think it's only a matter of time before wearables are a must-have for every smartphone user. As a technology and electronics enthusiast, I've watched the wearable technology market grow and progress a great deal in a very short amount of time. My experience with the mobile development industry has also shown that there's multiple aspects of our lives that involve technology that could be made a lot easier with the use of wearables. Today we'll be discussing the wearable technology market and its rapid growth from infancy up to today. We'll also be talking about how wearables can help in our daily lives. According to Dan Howley of tomsguide.com, around 6 million devices were shipped in 2013. That number tripled to an estimated 19.2 million wearables shipped in the year 2014. That's about a three times increase, which is pretty good. But it's also projected that wearable market will grow to reach 112 million devices by the year 2018, which is a pretty significant increase. That is actually about 18 times the current market, which is a lot. Manufacturers are also increasing their focus on the wearable technology market, and I think that proof really comes straight from the floor of the International Consumer Electronics Show, also known as CES. Daniel Cooper of Engadget.com reported that almost half of the floor this year was dedicated to the wearable technology market, such as smartphones and fitness trackers, this year at the show in Las Vegas. He also mentioned that the same section last year only took up a couple hundred square feet. I would say that on its own is a pretty good sign of what's to come. Now on to the potential time-saving factor of wearable technology. As we already know, smartphone users tend to check our devices pretty frequently. According to Max Chafkin of Fast Company magazine, while doing a usability study, the company Samsung found that the average user checked their smartphone around 150 times a day on average. That is a pretty significant number of times if you ask me. Even if it only took 10 seconds to check and clear your notifications, that still adds up to a pretty large chunk of time. It's actually around 25 minutes. But let's be honest, not all checks only take 10 seconds. I've personally found myself multiple times distracted for at least a couple of minutes by even a notification that was pretty unimportant to begin with. So I end up pulling my phone out, checking it, and wasting a bunch of time. I believe this is really where smartwatches come into play. The user simply looks down at their smartwatch, which is essentially just a watch on the wrist with a screen that shows them exactly what's going on with their phone. So it shows their basic notifications and whatnot. So all they have to do is look down at their smartwatch, and they can see if that alert is worth pulling their phone out of their pocket and responding to the text or what have you, or if they can simply just keep doing what they're doing and they in turn save some time. And an extra 30 minutes a day could help a lot of us out in our busy lives. Wearable technology isn't limited to smartwatches and fitness trackers either. There was even a smart bandage shown at the CES show this year, so that really shows how broad the potential market is. The market is growing fast and manufacturers are definitely taking notice. I believe wearables in one form or another will continue to simplify our lives for years to come, and as the technology is developed and matures, the sky is really the limit as to what can be done with wearables in the future. And this is why I believe wearable technology, such as smartphones and fitness trackers, may be the next big thing. Again, this has been Eli Freestone, informative industry presentation for Public Speaking Online, term 1501. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.